Hi guys, hope you're really well. So this is the first video I've actually had a chance to film all week. I'm filming this on Friday, on Halloween, and this hopefully, if I have chance and things go well, I will have this edited up tonight. If not, then you may be seeing this on Sunday, but hopefully I can get it up for tonight. Basically, it's been crazy this past week. Liam's been sick still, he's still sick. He's been sick for about 3 weeks now, and time has not been something that has been on our side, and I haven't had any chance to film at all. So I thought, since as it is now, let me see what time it is. It is 8:05. No, 8:55. My brain's not working. It's 8:55 now, and Scout was actually asleep at 7 o'clock and Liam has gone to bed as well, so I figured I'd take this time to film a couple of videos. So you're gonna see me looking like this for the next couple of videos, I think, just because I might as well make the most of this time. Also, that means I am having to use my lights, so there is some glare on the frames behind me. I can't really do anything about that, so I'm sorry about that. But anywho, today's video is going to be a little Scout update, as he turned 5 months old today, so this will be his 4-month update, things that he kind of progressed and changed throughout his 4th month of life. And yeah, I'm just going to share a few bits. I did, like I said, want to film this last weekend. I did have intentions of having Scout with me, like I do every time I do an update, but I will insert some clips at the end of this of how he is and what he's been getting up to recently and things at the end of this clip, because obviously he's not with me right now, he's in bed. So his 4th month of life has been a complete roller coaster. He has progressed like no other. We are totally in awe of our child right now. He is come on leaps and bounds within this month, and I cannot tell you how much it has been a pleasure to just watch him grow. So at the beginning of the month we were away on our holiday. We were in Great Yarmouth with Liam's family, and that was kind of the first time that Liam and I had really realised how much Scout had grown. And I don't know whether it was because we were kind of with other people, so we were kind of seeing him in a different light. We were seeing him with other people other than just ourselves. But he just seemed really big to us. So this month, this sort of 4th month, he's really grown, and he's now wearing size 3 to 6 month clothing, but I really don't think that'll fit him much longer. He pretty much can fit 6 to 9 month clothing. He's just a little bit short for them. Everywhere else he can kind of fill out. His arms are long enough. It feels like the body area, but if it was like trousers, bottoms, it usually fits around his bum because he wears cloth nappies most of the time, but his legs are just that little bit too short for 6 to 9 month clothing. But he has grown an awful lot. Weight wise, we're not 100% sure on what he's weighing at the minute because we haven't had a chance to take him to the clinic to get weighed recently. Last time I weighed him on our scales at home, he was around the 16-pound mark. So that was a good few weeks ago now. I imagine he's put on a little bit since then, which I'm really happy with. I think he's doing amazing. He's coming on leaps and bounds, and he's just completely adorable, and he's getting these little chubby cheeks now that I just want to squeeze all the time because they're just cute. So whilst I'm on the subject of him growing and his weight and everything, Scout is now being slowly weaned. He's started on foods. Like, I can't remember whether he'd started on foods last time I spoke to you. I don't think he had. But basically my mum and sister came to visit, and they brought along some fruit purees with them. And I was saying, no, I don't want to wean him until he's 6 months. I don't want to, introduce anything like that until 6 months because I want to do baby-led weaning and this, that and the other. And they were watching him and the way he was and how much milk he was drinking and how hungry he was all the time. And they were like, Sam, just try it. Just try him with a little bit of something. And the minute I tried him with that, he took to it like a flaming duck to water. He was so ready for those fruit purees. So he has been on fruit puree. I'm going to stop saying that because it's really difficult to say. He has been on that for a while now, maybe 2-3 weeks, probably even more than that. He has done amazing. He loves his food. So far he's had things like pureed mango, apple, pears. I've rather than just buying the pouches, because I'm not massively keen on buying shop bought pouches and things, I've done a lot of the stuff myself. I've boiled up vegetables and fruit for him and then pureed them myself. So he's had butternut squash, he's had sweet potato, he's had carrots. He loves his carrots. He's also had some baby porridge and stuff like that that you can buy from stores, just to kind of give him different flavours and textures as well. So this month, being that he has been doing so well, we're going to start introducing the baby-led weaning this month. We're going to buy him his high chair, and we're going to start introducing him to proper food. So far he's had a good old go on some toast. He's done really well with it actually. We haven't had any choking as of yet. He did have one time where he just kind of gulped a little bit too much of the toast back and spat it back out, but he did okay. He's had a little bit of crumpet, and that's about it so far. Oh, and banana. He's had some banana as well. But apart from that, we don't want to do anything until he's got his high chair, because we want him to learn that he needs to be somewhere with a tray, like a table in front of him, and that's where he eats. Because at the moment he was just eating in his rocking chair, and obviously that's getting really messy as he's growing up and he wants to grab the spoon himself and he wants to put stuff in his own mouth, and it's getting really messy. So as soon as we've got a high chair, which we're going to be buying hopefully in a few days, we will be starting the baby-led weaning. Slowly but surely we're going to introduce, you know, soft foods and then build up from there. We don't want to introduce him straight away into the foods that we're eating. We're going to build up slowly, but we will be doing that. So developmental wise, he has come on leaps and bounds. He is picking things up, he's constantly putting things in his mouth, he's teething like crazy. That's definitely one thing to note. He has definitely been dribbling and he's not been very happy. He's been very cranky recently, so I'm quite, I will be quite surprised if he doesn't have a tooth in the next month or so, but we shall see on that one. That's obviously something that's going to progress with time. He has started copying sounds that we are saying. Liam and I have both taken to saying mama and dada to him a lot, so we always point to ourselves and say mama, dada, and then we'll point to Scout and we'll say Scout, because he's just started to pick up on his own name as well. He'll ever so slightly pick up that Scout is his name and he'll turn to you, and we want him to start recognising who we are. So he'll say, we'll say mama and dada and then Scout. Within the past week he has been saying mama, which is insane. If I remember, I will post, I will put a little clip in here of him saying mama. He doesn't know what it means. Clearly he isn't really like that intelligent yet. He doesn't know that mama is me. I think he knows that mama means like parent. He knows that means me or Liam, because he tends to say it when he's upset or when he's like trying to get our attention. He'll say mama, mama, mama. But the fact that he's mimicking those sounds to us is amazing and it's so brilliant to hear. So I'll insert that clip here. Scouty's pumpkin today.
Mama.
Yeah, mama. Good boy.
Good boy.
So he's yet to master dada. That's the next one on the list. We're also saying bug to him a lot because he has taken to bug like, oh, he loves that dog like crazy. He is best friends with that dog, and I love seeing them together. I cannot wait for him to grow up and for him to just be like Scout and Bug, just be that pair together. I cannot wait for it. It's just one of those things that is like, I've got it in my head and it's just picture perfect. Probably won't end up like that, but that's how I see it in my head. So yes, we've introduced Bug as well. We're trying to get Bug into something that he recognises a lot. He's also on the move. He is very much onto his belly. He figured out that once he can start rolling, he rolls onto his tummy and that's the only place he wants to be. He went through a stage of rolling onto his tummy every time we put him down to sleep. And obviously that was a problem, or it still is a problem actually, because he doesn't know how to roll back. We've read so many things on babies rolling and how if they can roll from their front to their back, then they can roll from their back to the front. He cannot. He cannot figure it out for the life of him. He gets frustrated, he screams, he doesn't know how to do it, but he can roll from his back to his front, and then he gets stuck. So recently he's been rolling onto his belly and he's managed to push himself up, and he can push himself up at the front, and then he can push his knees up and get his bum in the air, but he can't do the same at the same time. So he'll do this and he'll headbutt the floor, or he'll drop his knees, or you know, he just can't get the two at a time. But he is shuffling backwards. If he gets his arms in the right place, he can sort of push himself back and his legs will just sort of slide backwards with him. So he's shuffling back. So I think he'll be crawling by Christmas. At least I'm hoping he'll be crawling by Christmas. Apart from that, I really don't know what to update you guys on with Scout. He's all upset with his jabs now. He's had his first holiday. He's growing like crazy. He's just an amazing, amazing child, and every day he grows and every day he smiles and grins and laughs. Oh, my heart is just absolutely full with this little bear, and I love him to death. A quick update on me. I have pretty much recovered, I guess you could say, from the whole stress of my labour. I have now lost a stone past my pre-pregnancy weight. So obviously I lost all my pregnancy weight pretty quickly, and I have now lost another stone on top of that. So now I am officially a stone lighter than I was before I got pregnant last year, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that. And you can follow me on my weight loss journey on my blog. I'll leave the link to that below like it normally is anyway. But every Wednesday I'm doing a weigh-in and a food diary and telling you guys how I feel and how each week has sort of progressed. I've only been doing that for 2 weeks, and in the past 2 weeks I've lost 4 nearly 5 pounds. So it's a slow process, and the progress is there, and I'm hoping to lose another 12 pounds by Christmas, so I think it's totally doable. So if you want to follow me with that, then go over and check out my blog every Wednesday. Those updates should be up then. The other thing that I have still been dealing with and still am dealing with is hair loss. Postpartum hair loss is the bane of my life right now. I absolutely hate it. I had my hair cut, as you guys know, because it was starting to fall out, and I thought, okay, it's going to need to be trimmed and a bit more manageable. I haven't been able to wear my hair down recently because it just comes out in clumps. It gets knotty. It's horrible. I could literally just run my hands through my hair and have a handful of hair. Showering and bathing is an absolute nightmare because I get covered in dark long hair, and I just hate it. Scalp gets covered in it, the bed gets covered in it, the carpet gets covered in it. I hoovered the other day, and I'm sure I hoovered up more of my hair than the pet's hair, which is never a good thing, and I'm starting to feel like my hair is thinning out, and I really don't like it. So I'm really hoping that stops soon. Other than that, I haven't really got anything to update on me. My pain issue I was having by my ribs and sort of my abdomen area has come back to say that I have gravelly gallstones, which is kind of what I was expecting anyway. They haven't actually suggested any way of helping me with them. I'm yet to go back to my doctor and ask for some more options, because at the minute they're just saying to control the pains and the gallbladder attacks, as they're called, with painkillers. I had one last night and it wasn't as bad as it has been. I wasn't crippled over on the floor this time, but they're still not pleasant, and if I'm on my own with Scout during the day and I have one, I'm pretty much incapable of doing anything. I can't pick him up, I can't feed him, so I need to get that sorted, because I don't feel comfortable knowing that it could happen, and if it was to happen and Liam was at work, because he works in London now, then I would be totally screwed. Painkillers just don't kick in fast enough, and I don't know that, you know, I'd be in a very good position if I was to get a pain whilst looking after Scout on my own. So apart from that, I'm fine. I can kind of, at the minute, I'm kind of just dealing with it day by day. The pains happen very rarely right now. Hopefully it'll stay that way and I can get to the doctor at some point and get this sorted. So I'm going to sign off here and leave you with a few clips of Scout from our recent vlogs. We're still vlogging, daily vlogging on the Daily Jones vlogs channel. We haven't been very good with keeping on top of it recently. We've been posting maybe every 2 or 3 days rather than every day. It is my goal now, I've made it my goal of this month to get back on top of the daily vlogs, because I really miss making it a daily thing. And I just love having videos of Scout growing up and, you know, our day-to-day doings and stuff and all that kind of stuff. So if you do want to see more of Scout growing and everything else, make sure you hop over to Daily Jones and subscribe over there for the daily vlogs. But apart from that, that is pretty much all I have to fill you in with today. Like I said, hopefully I'm going to get this edited now and uploaded, so it will be up later this evening if I can manage to do it, as long as Scout doesn't wake up anytime soon. If not, you'll see this on Sunday, so I don't know when you're going to see this. Hopefully tonight. Let me know. Hopefully tonight. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all are really well. I hope you all had an amazing Halloween, and yeah, I will be back in a few days time with a new video, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this time next month when I do my 5-month update, I'll actually have Scout with me. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So I will see you guys soon. Hope you're all really well. Please subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye guys. I think we've got a win on a Christmas present idea here. What's this? Oh, so excited. Scout. Go. Spin. Scouty. Little bear. Hey. Hi. Oh, shy boy, you're tired. You're so sleepy. Why won't you sleep? Why won't you? Hey.